This is yoga for people who sit all day. We're going to loosen up our joints, lengthen our muscles. And if you're not receiving my videos through your inbox every week, make sure you sign up to the welcome packet in the description below. Also, I'd like to invite you to subscribe to my channel by clicking the bottom right corner of the screen. I'm Noko. Let's get started. Let's start on our back with the knees to the chest. And in this position, I invite you to bring the focus to your low back, just noticing how it feels, rocking side to side, trying to relax the muscles in the low back. And going in circles around the tailbone. Reverse. Back to center. Pulling one knee in and one knee out. We alternate, so just extending and bending the elbows. It's really the work of the arms. The legs are fully relaxed, so you don't want to use your legs. Okay, we want to relax the muscles and loosen up the hips and the low back. Few more cycles. And from here, let's open the knees wide. And rocking side to side. Feeling the stretch in the inner thighs. Back to center. Now we're going to make circles with the knees. So I bend my elbows, knees wide open. I extend my elbows and bring the hands together. Bending the elbows. Opening the hands, spreading the hands apart. Extending the elbows and hands together. So it's really the work of the knees making circles, not the lower legs. Sometimes I see people using the lower legs. It's not wrong, we're just doing a different exercise. With this exercise, we loosen up the joints in the hip socket. And every time we move our joints, we release what is called the synovial fluid. Reverse. And this fluid lubricates your joint. So it's very important to do those warm-ups where we move the joints. And center. We're going to rock like a ball. So from here, rocking back and forth. And if you're not going all the way, that's fine. You can do maybe just this. Okay? It's really up to you how far you go. So doing this, we're massaging the back muscles. Every time we put pressure on the back as we roll on our mat, massaging the back. And up into a seated position. Let's sit up. If sitting up for a few minutes is not comfortable for you, feel like you're rounding your spine, you're leaning back, I invite you to sit on a pillow on a block. Okay? By elevating your hips, you have space for your knees to drop towards the floor. It makes it easy on your low back. So from here, inhaling, pushing the chest forward, gazing up. Hold it there, pressing the shoulders down. And back to center. We're gonna do a side stretch, so one hand down. If your hand is not reaching the floor, using a book, a block, you can place your hands on the book, on the block. And from here, reaching up. Imagine you're sliding both shoulders against the wall, stretching sideways. It means you want to avoid twisting. Let's keep the shoulders aligned with the wall. Hold it there. And as you hold, see if you can lengthen this arm. It doesn't have to go above your ear. It can go straight up, that's fine. Especially if you have any shoulder issues, you can even bend the elbow. And feel the stretch in your rib cage. Inhaling center, exhaling other side. Holding it there. Slowing down the breath. Making sure we're not twisting again. Back to center, side stretch for the neck. Trying to press the opposite shoulder down. This is an area that gets tense when we sit for long hours at our desk or behind the wheel. Back to center, inhale. Exhale, other side. Center, inhaling. Exhaling, we want to lengthen the spine and bring the chin down without rounding the shoulders. So it's really the chin. Trying to lengthen the back of the spine and the neck. Inhaling center. Exhaling, chin down. Feeling the stretch in the back of the neck. Inhaling center. Exhaling, stretch. Inhaling, gazing slightly up. We don't want to compress the vertebrae in the neck, so we lengthen the back of the neck and we just gaze slightly up. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. One more. Back to center. Inhaling. This time we're going to do a twist. So right hand on left knee. Left fingertips gripping the floor. And we inhale, we keep facing straight up, we lengthen the spine. Exhaling, we twist. If your hands are not reaching the floor behind you, you can use a block. I'm using this right hand to twist a little bit deeper. Inhaling center, exhaling twist. Trying to gaze at the back wall. Inhaling, facing front with both shoulders. Exhaling, we rotate the shoulders from the waist up. Inhaling, center. Exhaling, twist and hold. Now check yourself, maybe you might be slightly leaning back. Back to center. Switching side, shoulders are still facing front. Inhaling, we lengthen the spine. Exhaling, we twist the shoulders, gripping the floor of the right hand. Pulling against the right thigh. Inhaling, center of the shoulders. Exhaling, twisting the shoulders, gazing towards the back wall. Inhaling, center. Lengthening the spine. Exhaling, twist, hold. And as we hold, we keep trying to twist a little bit deeper. And back to center. Let's meet on all fours. Okay, we're going to do a cat and cow, but a little bit a different way. We're just going to articulate the low back first. So inhaling, we drop the tailbone, we drop the belly. Okay, we release the tailbone towards the ceiling. The upper back is not changing. Exhaling, we tuck the low back under. Inhaling, it's a half cow, I call it the half cow. Exhaling, half cat. Again, inhaling. Exhaling. From here, inhaling, we tilt the tailbone up. Exhaling, we bring the hips back. We keep the tailbone tilted up. Exhaling, this time we're going to a full cat. Inhaling, shoulders center, tilting the tailbone. Exhaling, dropping the hips. Inhaling up. Exhaling, full cat. Inhaling, back center of the shoulders, tilting the tailbone, releasing the low back. Exhaling, hips down. Trying to lengthen, hold it right there. See if you can reach your fingertips as far forward as possible. And now pressing the tailbone down. You may feel the stretch in your hips, in your low back. Inhaling, center on all fours. Exhaling, tilting the chin to the right. Inhaling, center. Exhaling, left. Alternating side. See if you can pull your belly to your spine. Inhaling, exhaling. Going a little bit further to the side with your chin or further towards the ceiling with your chin. And back to center. Now let's do a full cat and cow. Inhaling cow, so we drop the belly, release the tailbone, opening the chest. Exhaling, tucking tailbone, chin under. One more. Back to center. Let's fire up those glute muscles, because if you spend a lot of time sitting down, you start losing some muscle mass in the glute. If you're uncomfortable on your hands, you can get onto your fist. It's another option. So thumbs up, one in front. Or you can be on your forearms. Okay? Or on your hands. So what we're going to do, we're going to bring the heel up and down. And lifting the knee to the side. And down. Inhale. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale side. Inhale down. Now check the position of your neck. Maybe you might be dropping the head or looking up at the video. So I'm going to ask you to gaze at your mat. Maybe half a foot in front of your fingers. So we're just going back, up, back, and side. One more each side. And center. Let's get onto our knees or in a seated position, whatever is most comfortable to you. And we're going to do some circles with the elbows. So tiny circles with your elbows. I invite you to close your eyes and notice the sensations in your shoulders. You may notice that one is really loose, the other one may be tight. And every time you go around with your elbows, make the circle slightly bigger. Moving very slowly. Pausing whenever you feel a tightness and breathing into it. Let's open our eyes. So let's bring the elbows all the way up as much as we can. And center. And down. To the side and slightly back. And up. And center. And making the circle as big as we can, as long as it's comfortable for you. Reverse. And center. Stretching the neck. Back on all fours. We need to work on the glute on the other side this time. So remember, you can have your hands on the mat, your fist, or your forearm. So pick your option. Feel free to switch option at any time. Inhaling, belly is lifted the whole time. Exhaling, we bring the left or the other foot up. Inhaling center. Exhaling side. Inhaling center. Exhaling up. Inhaling down. Exhaling side. Remember to gaze at your mat without dropping the head or arching. And making circles with the left knee. Reverse. And circle with the other knee. And child pose. Finding your breath, deep breath into the nose, deep breath out. Last breath in and out. Inhaling up. We're going to get into a down facing dog, downward facing dog or modification. So let's start with by tucking the toes under. So if you want to modify, means that you get onto your forearm, and from here you're just gonna lift your hips and pull your chest back. Otherwise, from here, same thing, chest back. Now your feet are about hip width apart, and we're gonna keep the knees bent and rock the head. At any point, if you get tired, get into your child pose, take a few breaths, and then come back here. Option to hold it here, option to get into a child pose, or to twist by using the left hand to grab the right ankle and pulling the chest out. And inhaling, center into a plank. Exhaling, bending the knees in a modified downward facing dog, twisting on the other side or holding it here, right hand to the ankle, to the left ankle, and pulling the chest out. Back to center, walking the feet towards the hands so you can have a block. Again, the feet are hip width apart, and nodding the head. Hands on the thighs. Inhaling, halfway lift, belly lifted. And coming all the way up. Option to interlace the fingers and opening the heart. Exhaling, center. Again, inhaling, sweeping the arms up. Exhaling, chair into a forward fold. Knees are soft. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhaling to fold, walking the feet back into a plank, modified plank. Staff pose. Let's go all the way down. Pressing the top of the feet into the mat. Inhaling, baby cobra. Exhaling down. One more, inhaling, baby cobra. Exhaling down, lifting the left leg. And down. And up. See if you can pull your belly button towards the spine. Now opening the heart, doing the same thing with the heart open. Chest down, switch leg. And chest lifted. Pushing off the floor, child pose. Big toes together. Knees wide open. And swing side to side. Feeling the stretch in the low back, maybe in the hips. Let's go one more time around with our modified salutation. Inhaling up, exhaling, modified downward facing dog. Inhaling, holding, exhaling, option to twist to one side. Inhaling, center. Exhaling, option to twist to the other side. Inhaling, center. This time walking the feet halfway, hands halfway. Hands can be on a block, they can be on the thighs. Nodding the head. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhaling to fold. And hands on the thighs. Inhaling, coming all the way up, opening the heart. Exhaling, hands to heart center. And inhaling, sweeping the arms up, opening the chest. Exhaling, hands to heart, into a forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhaling, fold. Let's get into a modified plank. So knees on the mat, bring the hips halfway down. And bringing the shoulders down, all the way down. Inhaling, baby cobra. Hold it there. Now with your hands, imagine you want to Bring your body back. You're pulling your body back. And coming up into a cat stretch. And into a seated position. Let's end with a twist and stretch for the glute. So different options. You can have your left leg extended with the right leg over. Left arm wrapping the right knee. Remember gripping the mat with your right hand. And inhaling, lengthening the spine, exhaling, we twist. As you twist, you pull your knee in. Other option is to bend both knees. So you're going to have more stretch in your glute, making sure that this hip is pressing down. We tend to lift the hip because it's easier. Okay, so when you start pressing it down, you may start feeling the stretch in your hip area. Same thing here, left arm is wrapping the right knee. I'm pulling this knee in towards my chest and twist. Let's hold it right here. And back to center. I'm going to switch legs. So first option, you have the right leg extended, left foot over, and right arm wrapping the left knee. Or you can bend both knees. So before you leave, make sure you check all the links in the description below. And also let me know, I'm curious to know how many hours you spend sitting down a day. If you have ever maybe done the calculation or do it today, and let me know. One thing that I always suggest to do is every 30 minutes that you're sitting, take a break, even 1 minute, to do even one stretch or walk around. Okay, that's it for today. I'll see you next Saturday. Hands to heart center. I value your time and I also value your comments. So let me know what you think, how much time you spend sitting down, or anything you want to share. Namaste.